Hi, my name is Will Hughes and I'm an author and illustrator, and I've written and illustrated a book called What Not to Give an Ogre for His Birthday, which tells the story of two children who are trying to find a present for an ogre who's very hard to buy for. Today, and in these videos, I'm going to show you how I would draw things and how you can come up with a story yourself. So keep watching if you want to see how I would draw something. Today I'm going to show you how I would draw dogs. I'm going to draw a few different dogs and kind of really focus on what are the features that make a dog, which I know sounds a bit silly. A dog's a dog, but hopefully it will make more sense as we go. I'm going to start by drawing what I think is probably what I always start with when I'm drawing a dog, and what I think is probably the most important feature, which is the snout, the nose. And although it varies a lot, that's the thing with dogs, there's so many different kinds, everything varies. It's always a bit like this. So I'm going to draw kind of rectangle. I'm going to draw a big blobby black nose at the end. I'm going to draw a mouth. He's smiling. He's a happy dog. I'm not going to start with an unhappy dog. Or hopefully I'm not going to draw any unhappy dogs. But who knows? No, they're all going to be happy. So we've got this rectangular snout. And then I'm going to draw two eyes. And then I'm going to get to what I think is one of the most important features of showing what kind of dog you're doing, which is the ears. Think there's so many different kinds of dogs. They all look different. But a lot of it is to do with the relationship between what the snout looks like and what the ears look like. And I'm going to hopefully do an example of that now. So for this dog, I'm going to do some big pointy ears. And I think instantly that shows it being a certain kind of dog. From those ears, I want to do a long neck, a long body. It's going to big muscular legs. Oh, big muscular legs. It works out, this dog. Big feet. Oh, a bit of a belly. Maybe he doesn't work out that much. Another leg. And then front leg. Line coming down here. Big kind of... Obviously, the way the dog is standing says a lot about his character. And this one seems to be standing very upright and sturdy. So there we go, there's the second leg. And I really was led from that. He's a bit fat actually, but each to their own. He's a big dog, eats a lot. And I was led almost entirely by the ears there. Those ears governed what kind of dog it is. So if I do an almost identical snout, another happy dog. Say, only happy dogs today. Similar eyes. And then I do a completely different kind of ears. So I do kind of like floppy, like ears like a spaniel would have, flopping down. One, it gives a good different kind of character, and just summons up a different kind of dog. It almost makes... Those ears are kind of floppy and hairy, so I'm going to make the dog floppy and hairy. I'm going to give it this hairy body, and these little legs coming out the bottom. Actually, very little legs, but I think it fits him. Make him a bit more hairy, give him a last leg. So you see, the difference there was almost entirely in the ears, so I could do... Let's draw some heads super quick and show the lineup of earless dogs, who are getting more rectangular as we go along. Every one of these could have a different kind of ear. This one could have big floppy ones. This one could have little wispy ones. A little bit like something an alien might have, but I think I've seen kind of dogs with those. And this one could have kind of side ones. So we've got nice floppy dog, nice, looks like a cheery little dog, and we've got an alien dog with his alien tail. Little square legs, and he floats off the ground. Each their own. So, I've shown how just changing a few features changes what kind of dog it is. But in all these, I've drawn actually a similar snout when you could do a much smaller snout like this. Floppy ears, and we've got a cute little dog. This dog, I think, what's that thing you can do? It's just up to you. I'm going to make this one really low to the ground. Little feet. It looks a little bit like a balloon. And then, so we've drawn a million dogs, and if you want to come up with a story about a dog like this, then how you've drawn them can say a lot about their character, or can make you think, like this dog, in my opinion, is shaped like a balloon. So what is he going to be like? And he looks quite cheery. So I think he's going to be the sort of, he's going to bounce along and not get very unhappy about anything. So what's he going to be thinking about? He's going to be thinking about sliding down a hill, because if he is this weird shape, so if he tucks his legs in, he can slide very quickly down a hill. And there already we've got a bit of a character and something that you think, oh, if I was going to write a story about this dog, I might know where I start. And with that, we've only just really been thinking about him for a few seconds. So I think I've got space for a couple more. I'm going to draw, well, apart from him, we haven't got very many hairy dogs, and I think a key thing when you're drawing anything is just really make the most of what you're doing, for kind of features of what you're drawing. So if you're drawing something hairy, think about what is that like when something is so hairy. So for this dog, I'm not going to start with the face. I'm going to start with the coat, and I'm going to do all sorts of kind of scribbly lines to really make the most of a big hairy coat. And then I'm going to draw the head coming out of this, but I'm still going to keep this kind of scroggly line going. These are the ears. Here's the snout. He's quite a big dog. Here are the eyes. Oh, obviously, well, he's got a bit of a beard, this one. And so we've not sort of gone, oh, it's a bit, we've really made the most of what he is. And you can do this with colour as well. So if I had a colour pencil, I could do this. That shows you kind of, you're thinking about what makes this dog adds to the character as well. A hairy face. We've got space for a very quick long dog, like a greyhound or something. Well, because all these have been standing, so we're just going to be showing what about movement. I'm going to do a greyhound, and I'm going to do 2 lines. This is what I'm moving, so I'm going to draw the moving body first. Arms outstretched, long nose. It's almost like it's stretched as he's running. Ears going back. Leg curled. Tail pulled around in all the wind and stuff. So there you go. That is how I would draw a few different kind of dogs. But that's just only how I would draw them. And another important part of anything you draw a character or giving a sense of what they're like is colouring them and painting them. So I'm going to start with the alien dog. Of course. It's got to be green. Here we go. So there you go. We've got a lot of colourful and hopefully characterful dogs. Some hairy, some big, and some alien. So if you'd like to have a go at drawing some dogs yourself, have a go. Try, look at some pictures of dogs and think about what I've talked about in this video, about the ears and the noses, and also whenever you think about the characters. And if you draw any dogs you like, think about coming up with a story about them. What might they like doing? What kind of story could happen because of what they like? For example, this one, he likes sliding down hills. What if he lived somewhere which was entirely flat? What would he do? Anything like that. So, have fun.